Hello and happy winter solstice. Thank you so much for joining me for this special yoga class to celebrate the winter solstice and the return of the light. This time of year is such a special time of year in my world, and I think for all of us. It provides a pause, a time to reflect on everything that we've accomplished, everything that we've done, everything that we've experienced throughout the year, and allow us to set our intentions for the upcoming year. You know, a lot of times we wait until New Year's to think about the things that we want to focus on. And for me, I think that if we can begin to manifest those thoughts, if we can begin to plot out those ideas now and really sit with those ideas for some time, it makes our commitment to those intentions so much stronger. So today's class is my version of a yin yang class. And so what we're going to do is we'll start by building up some heat and energy with these more yang poses to represent the light and the sun, welcoming back the sun as even though we're moving into winter, we are moving into longer days. And then we'll slow everything down with some deeper stretches, some yin poses that represent the darkness and the night, which is also so important to honor. So let's get started. Come to your mat on a comfortable seated position. Root down through your sit bones. Roll your shoulders back. Lower or close your eyes. Take a deep inhale through your nose. And just let it go. And find some stillness for a moment. If we think of the solstice as a solar pause, can we also think of it as an internal pause? A moment to rest our busy minds and try to find that inner peace despite the busy pace of the holidays. Take a deep inhale. And again, let it go. And just use your breath to clear your mind. Let go of any thoughts, any worries. You're here for a short time. Just be here, right now. Take another deep inhale through your nose. And exhale. Flood your eyes open. On your next inhale, reach your arms up to the sky. And exhale, bring your hands to prayer and heart center. Again, inhale, reach your arms up, stretch up, fill up to the sky. And exhale, hands to prayer and heart center. One last breath this way. Inhale, reach out, fill up all the way up to the sky. And exhale. Take a moment here to set an intention. Maybe you're not ready to set your intentions for the year, but maybe for today, maybe just for this moment, just for this class. What is it that you need most right now in this moment? Could be a single word or a phrase. Stay present. Be here now. And once you've locked in on that intention, we're going to start to bring some movement into the body. So we're going to start by rubbing the hands together and creating some heat and energy and warmth in the hands. And then once you've done that, cup your hands on your neck, shoulders, and just gently massage up and down the neck, into the shoulders. Release. Inhale, arms to the sky. And exhale, bring your right hand to your left thigh and your left hand behind you for a gentle twist, seated twist. Just waking the spine up. Keep a nice straight spine as you lift the chest up. And release. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, twist to the other side. And come back to center. Walk your hands forward and come into child's pose, bringing your big toes to touch the knees the width of the mat. Bring your forehead to the mat and just sink down in child's pose for a few breaths, opening the hips, lengthening the body. You can come to child's pose at any time throughout the practice. It's a beautiful resting pose. Remember, this is your practice. If the pose doesn't feel right to you, you can always skip it and come to child's pose. Keeping your knees wide or maybe bringing them in, walk your hands to the right side, stretching out your side body. Back to center and over to the left. Back to center and rise up for tabletop pose. Plant your hands underneath your shoulders, your knees underneath your hips. Let's take a few cat-cows here. Inhaling, dropping the belly down, looking up slightly, lifting the sit bones up, and exhaling, pulling the belly button to the spine, rounding the back and tucking the chin. Inhale. Drop the belly down, look up. Exhale. Tuck and round. Continue here at your own pace for a few more breaths. And when you come to center next, you can pause. Plant your left hand down, extend your left leg back, and reach your right arm forward. Inhale, stretch. And then on the exhale, bring your elbow and knee to touch. Inhale, extend. You can keep the left toes down or begin to float the left leg up. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, extend. We're working on balance and firing up the core here. Exhale, contract. Inhale, one more time. Stretch and reach. And then bend your left knee. Reach your right arm back, grabbing for your foot or ankle. And then just start to lift the foot up to the sky. Release. Extend your right leg back and your left arm forward. Inhale, reach and stretch. Exhale, bring your elbow and knee to touch. Continue in this way, or inhale and float the right leg. Exhale, contract. Inhale, reach and stretch. Exhale, contract. On your next inhale, you're going to reach and stretch, and then bend the right knee. Reach your left arm back for your foot, and maybe start to lift that foot to the sky. Release. Tuck your toes. Lift your hips up to the sky and dog. Downward facing dog to be a resting pose. If you don't feel that it's a resting pose, you're not alone. It's a tricky pose to understand at first. What you're going for is you're trying to make a nice straight line between your wrists and your hips. So if you need to bend the knees quite a bit, if you have tight hamstrings like I do, you can do that. And your heels don't have to touch the floor, but maybe you want to pedal the feet to feel that beautiful stretch. Take another breath here. And on your next inhale, lift your heels up to your tippy toes and walk your feet forward to your hands. Plant in through the feet. Grab for opposite elbows. Release your neck. Come into ragdoll. Uttanasana pose. You can keep your hands flat or grab for your elbows and rock side to side. Just noticing what your body is telling you this morning as we're starting to wake up our muscles, wake up our synovial fluids. Noticing any areas of the body that you want to send a little extra love to today. Release. Come to standing. Mountain pose. Roll your shoulders back. Stand nice and tall and straight. Feet underneath your hips. We're going to move into a sun salutation series, and we're just going to warm up a little bit. There's many levels that you can do here. So follow along and find what works for you, what works best for you today. Inhale, reach your arms to the sky. Bring your hands to prayer. Gaze towards your hands. And exhale, fold all the way to the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Bring your fingertips to your shins. Bend your knees slightly and have a nice flat back. Exhale, fold. Root down through your feet. Shift your weight into the pads of your feet. Roll all the way up again. Reach up. Inhale, way up. And exhale, fold all the way down to the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Fingertips to shins. Knees are bent, nice flat back. And exhale, fold. Let's do that again. Root down, rise up, reach up to the sky. Exhale, fold all the way to the mat. We're waking up every part of the body here. Inhale, halfway lift. Fingertips to shins, nice flat back, knees bent. Exhale, plant your hands. Now we're going to add to this. I'm going to step our left foot back, keeping our right knee bent. Drop the left knee, untuck the toe. Inhale, reach your arms up to the sky. Anjaneyasana pose. Exhale, hands to the mat. Tuck your back toe, float the knee, step your right leg back for high plank. Now you can always drop your knees here. And then we're going to step our left foot forward, drop the right knee, and inhale, reach up again. Anjaneyasana. Exhale, hands to the mat. Tuck your toe, lift the right knee, step your left foot back, drop both knees down, lower your chest and pull it through your arms. And then exhale, push back, downward facing dog. Deep inhale through your nose and exhale. Look to your hands. Step both feet forward. Slowly roll up, mountain pose. So that was a traditional surya namaskar sun salutation. We're going to continue with the sun salutations today in honor of the return of the light. Inhale, reach your arms to the sky. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step your left foot back. Drop the knee. Inhale, arms to the sky, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, hands to the mat. Tuck your toe, high plank, step your right foot back. Inhale, step your left foot forward, drop the right knee down. Reach your arms to the sky, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step your left foot back, drop your knees, lower your chest, pull your chest through your arms, cobra. Exhale, push back, downward facing dog. Now, in a traditional solstice class, you might do 108 sun salutations. We're not going to do that today. We're only going to do 8 of them. And we already have 2 down. Look to your hands. Lift your heels up. Inhale. Step or float your feet forward. Slowly roll all the way up. Reach up to the sky. You can lift your gaze to your hands. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step your left foot back. Drop your left knee. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step back, high plank. Inhale, left foot forward. Drop the right knee down. Arms to the sky. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step back, drop your knees, lower your chest, pull the chest through your hands, cobra. Tuck your toes. Push back. Downward facing dog. On your next inhale, look to the hands, lift the heels up, step or float, both feet forward. Root down, rise up, reach up to the sky. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step your left foot back, drop the knee. Reach your arms to the sky. Beautiful hip opener here. Exhale, hands to the mat. High plank or drop the knees. Left foot forward. Anjaneyasana on the other side. Hands to the mat. Step back. Drop the knees. Pull the chest through the arms. And push back. Downward facing dog. We're already halfway through our sun salutation series. Look to your hands. Step or float both feet forward. Root down. Rise up. Reach up to the sky. Exhale, fold all the way to the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step your left foot back, drop the knee, arms to the sky. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step back, high plank. Left foot forward, right knee down. Anjaneyasana. Hands to the mat. Step back. You can drop the knees, or if you've been practicing for a while and would like to do a chaturanga, you can move into chaturangas. Push back, downward facing dog. Chaturanga is an intermediate or advanced pose, and so proceed with caution if you choose that. Inhale, look to the hands, step or float. Root down, rise up, reach up to the sky. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, left foot back, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, high plank. Inhale, Anjaneyasana. Exhale. Step back, drop the knees, pull the chest through the arms. Cobra. Downward facing dog. Just two more. And feel the heat and energy moving in the body. Look to your hands. Step or float, both feet forward. Root down, rise up, reach up to the sky. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the mat. Anjaneyasana. Exhale, hands to the mat. High plank. Inhale, left foot forward, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, hands to the mat. Drop your knees lower down, pull the chest through. And push back, downward facing dog. This is our last sun salutation. Look to your hands, Step or float your feet forward. Root down, rise up, reach up to the sky. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step back, Anjaneyasana. Release, high plank. Inhale, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, step back. Drop the knees, lower the chest. Cobra pose. Push back, child's pose. And just rest in child's pose for a moment, feeling the heat in your body, feeling your breath quicken, feeling your heart rate quicken, and that energy moving inside of you. That is the light. And as we're welcoming the light back in the sky, we're also honoring the light inside of us. And the winter months can feel long and quiet, but we all have this light in us. And learning how to tap into that light is so important. Take another breath in child's pose. Lift your hips to the sky. Bring your left foot in just slightly so that your toes touch. And then inhale, lift the right leg up to the sky, three-legged dog. Reach and lift. And maybe flex that heel and pull your hips in line so you really feel it in the glute here. And really feel a deep hamstring stretch in the left side. Squeeze here for a moment. And bend the knee, open the hip now. Release down. Left leg up, three-legged dog. Feel it out, and then really square the hips and flex that heel to get that glute engaged. And bend the knee and open up. Release down. Walk your feet to your hands. Roll all the way up. Mountain pose. And just roll your wrists out in one direction. It's a lot of down dogs. And then roll them out in the other direction. And bring your big toes and heels to touch. Inhale, arms to the sky, interlacing all 10 fingers, release the index finger, and stretch over to your left side. Keep your bicep with your ear, gazes to the sky. Standing half moon pose. Feel this beautiful stretch up the right side body. And come back to standing. Inhale, stretch over to the left. And back to standing. Stay where your arm is turning to demonstrate. Inhale, reach the arms up to the sky. This time, we're just going to lift your gaze to the ceiling and start to trace your fingertips towards the back wall. Right here is perfectly fine. If you've practiced before and want to take a deeper back bend, you can begin to do so. Release, come back up to standing. And then keeping a strong core, fold all the way to the mat. Release. Pedal your feet out here for a moment. Lifting your heels. Maybe bending one knee, pressing into the other heel. And then doing the same on the opposite side. Noticing how much warmer and more supple your body is already after those sun salutations. Come to pause, bend the knees, pull your abdomen to the top of your thighs and grab for the back of your calves or ankles, or maybe if you're flexible, slide your fingertips underneath your heels. Release your neck, and wherever you are, begin to straighten your legs. Gently release. Walk your hands out. Interlace all 10 fingers. Release your index finger, and with a strong core, come back up the way you went into this. Mountain pose. Step your feet hip distance apart. Inhale, arms to the sky. Sink down, chair pose. In chair pose, your pinkies are turning in to open your shoulders. Your biceps are with the ears. Your core is engaged, so you're pulling your belly button towards your spine. Your pelvis is in a nice neutral position, and you're pulling up on the pelvic floor. So pull up on the pelvic floor and back on the core to root lock position. Bring your arms out in front of you, sink a little lower. Coming down as if you're sitting into a child's seat. Really engaging the quads, the glutes, the hamstrings. Hold it for just another moment. Make sure you can see your toes below your knees. And release. Plant into your right foot. Really press into 8 points on your foot. Big toe, pinky toe, and 2 points on the heel. Step your left foot back, standing crescent. You can bend the back knee slightly and lunge into that right leg. Engage your root block. Make sure that you're not dumping into your pelvic floor here. And stay here, or bring your hands to prayer and heart center, and then reach them behind you as you shift your chest forward, as if somebody's pulling your chest forward. Coming to the very tippy toes into this airplane lunge. Release, back to crescent. Inhale, arms to the sky. And we're gonna open up, warrior two pose. Squeeze the back leg from the glute all the way to the toes. Lunge into that right leg. Trying to make that leg parallel to the mat. Reach in opposite directions. Take a deep inhale. And exhale, sink a little lower. And then straighten the leg. Whew. Reach the arms forward and rotate for triangle pose. In triangle pose, you can use a block to help you stay in alignment. And gently come back up. Heel toe, your back foot forward, and then step it forward to the mat. Mountain pose. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, right leg back, crescent lunge. Good, you're doing beautiful. You can bend that back knee a little. Stay right here, or bring your hands to prayer and heart center, and then reach them behind you. Imagine that your chest is pulling forward to the front, and you're coming onto your tippy toes into this airplane lunge. Keep breathing, keep the core engaged, and then shift back, crescent pose, open up, warrior two. Warrior two is such a strong pose, building confidence and focus, and a lot of leg strength. You're also toning your shoulders and your core. Hold it here. Gaze is over your front fingertips. Sink a little lower. You got this. You're strong. You can do this. You're meant to do hard things. And straighten the leg. Reach the hands forward and rotate the arms. Again, you can use a block to help with alignment. Your shoulders are stacked. You don't want to push into that hip. Feels really good. Strong core brings you back up. Bring your hands to your hips. Heel toe that foot in. Step back. Mountain pose. Let's build off of this a little bit more. Inhale, reach your arms to the sky. We're going to start this time in eagle pose. Bring your right arm underneath your left. Cross, wrap, and twist. You can also grab for opposite shoulders. Sink down into chair pose. You can work on your balance by shifting your weight into your left foot and bringing your right foot up and over. You're kickstanding the right toes or tucking it behind you, whatever works for you today. My balance is always a little different in the morning and evening, and is always different day by day. So remember, you meeting yourself where you are today, without expectations, without judgments. Stay here, or for a challenge, engage your core and bring your elbows to your knees. Sleeping eagle. Rise up, unravel. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, we're going to step our left foot back, crescent. Hands to prayer and heart center. Push your arms out and back. Interlace all 10 fingers. Roll the shoulders out. And release. Hands to prayer and heart center. Reach your arms to your side and shift forward into airplane lunge. And you can continue to work an airplane lunge if you want a little bit more heat. Float that left leg up and come into airplane. Virabhadasana 3. And then gently step back. Arms to the sky, open up, warrior 2. Lunge into the warrior 2 pose. Your body is working, supporting you. Flip your right palm, reverse. Back to warrior 2. Bring your right forearm to your right thigh. Reach your left arm up and over. And back to warrior 2. Take one more breath here. And then straighten the front leg. Reach your arms forward and rotate the arms. Triangle pose. Trikonasana. Rise up. Bring your hands to your hips. Step that back foot forward. Open up. Inhale, arms to the sky. We're going right to the other side. Left arm underneath the right. Cross, wrap, and twist. Sink into chair pose with eagle arms. Again, you can grab for shoulders here. And then bring the left leg up and over. Engage the core. Maybe start to bring your elbows to your knees. Just noticing how the subtle movement challenges your balance. And then rise back up. Unravel, release, step back, crescent lunge. Legs are burning, it's okay. Bring your hands to prayer and heart center. Reach them behind you, interlace all 10 fingers, roll the shoulders out. And back to crescent. Bring your hands to prayer again. This time reach your arms behind you, move forward into airplane lunge. Stay here or challenge yourself by coming into full airplane, warrior 3. And then gently touch down. Inhale, back up to crescent. Open up, warrior 2. Really move into that warrior 2 pose. Flip your right palm, reverse. Lengthening the side body, strengthening the core, strengthening the legs. Back to warrior 2. Bring your right forearm to your right thigh. Reach your left arm up and over, side angle. And back, warrior 2. Take a breath here. And then straighten that leg. Reach the arms forward and rotate. Trikonasana. Strength brings you back up. Heel toe your foot in. Step your left foot forward. Open your arms. Take a moment here in mountain pose. We're going to finish our standing series with tree pose. Bring your right foot to your left ankle, calf, or maybe your inner thigh. If you don't have any issues with your knees, you can take your right foot to your left hip. Wherever you are, find focus, find balance. Whether you're here or here, it doesn't matter. They're both doing the same thing. They're both bringing the healing powers of these poses to you. Yoga has taught me more than anything that every day is different. And when we come in with expectations, when we come in judging ourselves, which we do so often, it just breeds negativity. If we can come in without any expectations, if we can come in accepting ourselves with where we are today, it brings in the light and honors our true selves. Release down. Switch sides. Again, coming to whatever works for you. So many different variations that you can do. Wherever you are, find a focus. Feel your body start to calm. And release. Take a moment to honor yourself. What a beautiful standing series. We worked so hard to get here. Beautiful. Come back to the front of your mat. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step back, high plank position. Hold it here in high plank. Hold it. Hold it. And then push back, downward facing dog. Reach your right leg up, three-legged dog. With control, shift forward to high plank. Bring your right knee towards your chin. And release back, three-legged dog. Shift forward, high plank. Bring your right knee to your chin. Shift back, three-legged dog. Release down. Left leg up, three-legged dog. Shift forward, high plank. Bring the left knee towards your chin. Engage the core and pelvic floor here. Push back, three-legged dog. We're almost to the mat. Shift forward, knee to the chin. Three-legged dog. One more time, you got this. Knee to the chin. Shift back and release down. This time, we're gonna extend our right leg up for three-legged dog and then bring the knee up, but we're gonna take the right ankle towards the left hand and we're gonna sink down for pigeon. Beautiful, beautiful hip opener. Really feels good to stretch out this area, especially after all of those powerful poses that we're working our legs. And you can use a block here to support yourself under your hips. You want your hips in alignment. Wherever you are. Maybe you come down to your forearms. Maybe forehead to the mat. Just do whatever works for you. Let yourself completely release. With every breath, going a little deeper into this pose. Visualizing with every inhale that you're breathing in light and warmth into the hip area or wherever you feel tightness. And the breath is collecting all the tightness, all of the worry, and with every exhale, letting it go. If there's any variation you'd like to take, pigeon, maybe you want to try mermaid, or anything else, you can do so now. I'm just going to stay here for a couple more breaths. And then wherever you are, gently come out of this. You can take a few hip circles here if you like. And then on your next inhale, reach your left leg up, three-legged dog. And bring your left ankle towards your right wrist and sink down, pigeon on the other side. Again, remember that block is always there to support your hips. You don't want to be dumping into one side or the other. You want your hips nice and in alignment. Come back to the breath here. Deep inhales, bringing all of that light into your body. Moving through your system, plucking any darkness, any impurities, and letting it go when you exhale. If there's any variation of pigeon that you'd like to take, you can do so now. You don't need to, though. You can stay right where you are. Take one more inhale. And release. We're just going to roll onto our left hip and come into a seated pose with our right leg extended and the left foot on the inside of our right leg. And inhale, reach your arms to the sky. And then exhale, turn to face your right foot and gently fold. Now, this is dragonfly pose in yin. You can use a few blocks here or a pillow if you have one to help you in this fold. Maybe you don't need them at all, whatever works for you. You can grab for your thigh, calf, or ankle, but you're turning the body so that you're lining it up with the right leg. Sometimes I like to take my left hand to the outside of the right foot to help keep my alignment. And just release, letting yourself sink into this beautiful, beautiful stretch. As we're slowing things down, just noticing what you feel in your body. Noticing how much lighter you may feel. Noticing any areas that are still holding on to tension. Breathing into those areas. Bringing your inner awareness to your breath can help to keep you present. If you have thoughts wandering into your mind, just let them go. It's normal. Gently release. Extend the left leg out. Bend the right foot in. Turn to face the left leg. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, fold. And again, you can use a block or a pillow underneath you to help support this pose. I like to take my right hand to the outside of my left foot to keep me in alignment. And notice how your body releases and a little bit more with every breath into these poses. These are deep stretches. It's a really deep hamstring stretch. It's really deep back in both the lumbar and thoracic spine area. Just breathe into those areas, bringing more space. Take 2 more inhales and exhales. And slowly roll up. Now bring our right knee up and just cross it over the left. Now, if that's not accessible to you, you can keep it on the side of your left leg, whatever feels right. Then inhale, arms to the sky, and then exhale, bring them across the body so you're twisting here. Right hand is behind you to kickstand. And with every inhale, you're lifting your chest up, and then exhale, twisting. Gaze is towards the back of your mat. Release. Extend your right leg out. Bend the left knee in and cross it across the right. Inhale, arms to the sky, and exhale, twist. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, twist. And release. You're going to come into fire log pose, which what the solstice, winter solstice class be without fire log pose. You're going to bend your right knee and just bring it parallel in front of you, and start by bringing your left foot over your right knee, directly behind it. Now, if this, if your knee is up here and this just isn't working, you don't want to put any strain, so you can simply come into a cross-legged position, or even come into somewhat of a half lotus here with your left foot on top of your right calf. Okay. But you're in fire log, you're lining up your ankles and your knees. Nice straight spine. Roll the shoulders back. And let your arms fall to the mat, palms open. You can stay upright. Maybe if it's in your practice, you can start to walk your hands forward and come into a deeper, deeper starts. This is really intense though, so just go cautiously, go slowly, see if it works for you. Keep breathing. And you're focused to your long, slow breaths. Maybe even trying a four breath or a 4-pointed breath. Inhale for a count of 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale for a count of 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. So rise back up and switch sides. Again, you can just bring your right foot to the top of your left calf or come into fire log with ankles and knees stacked. A straight spine, roll the shoulders back. Inhale and exhale. You can stay here or just start to fold forward to see how that feels on this side of the body. Coming out of it if it's too much. Yoga is a practice in honoring yourself as much as it is honoring the world around you. And a lot of times we might be good at honoring the people in the world around us, but we're not so good at honoring ourselves. So listening to your body, finding time for self-care. Knowing when to move through a pose or back out of it completely. These are all tiny acts, honoring ourselves. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Gently release. Come to a comfortable seated position. And I'm going to take you through a short meditation. It's called a Tritaka meditation. And it's traditionally done by candlelight, which is a beautiful option for the winter solstice. And so if you have a candle in hand, it's fantastic. I'll use the one in front of me to demonstrate. And you just need to be in a comfortable seated position. This is an open-eyed meditation, which is a lot of times so much more accessible to people, especially if you're somebody who really struggles with calming your mind and calming your thoughts. An open-eyed meditation can really help. And so you'll just need a candle. You can place it at eye level for demonstration purposes today. I'm just going to place it in front of me. And just settle into a comfortable seated position and fix your gaze on the light. Noticing the colors, the soft movements, the way the flame dances. Shataka meditations are known to bring mental clarity. They stimulate the pineal gland and the third eye chakra. So it's a perfect pairing to the winter solstice. The solstice is this beautiful solar pause in the universe, a moment of transition between light and dark, the longest night of the year, but it also marks the beginning of longer days, the return of the sun. And honoring both the light and the dark is so important. The comfort and the calming and the coziness of the dark. The energy and heat and excitement of the sun and the light. Keep your eye on the flame. Even as you notice your peripheral vision shortening, keep your eye on the flame. Try not to blink. As we honor the light and the dark around us, this moment in the solar universe, take this time to reflect on the light and dark within yourself. Because we both have both light and dark. Take a moment to identify the light within you. What are your strengths? What is something that you love about yourself? Something that brings you joy. Something that allows you to share joy with others. Focus on the light within yourself for a moment as you gaze into the flame. Try not to blink. Consider how the light in you grows when it grows. When are you able to share that with others? Imagine spreading that light throughout your entire body, filling yourself with that light that is significant to you. Imagine the light from the flame slowly spreading from your third eye through your mind, through your throat, down your shoulders and into your fingertips. Imagine the light filling your chest, filling your heart, filling your belly and hips, spreading all the way down your limbs to your toes until the light is filling you completely. Keep your gaze on the candle. Try not to blink. You might notice that your vision clouds and all fades around the flame. This is your mind relaxing, your body relaxing. This is you letting go, releasing into the light. Bask here for a moment. Come back to your breaths, inhaling for a count of 4, and then holding that breath at the top. Continue to look at the candle. Try not to blink. Exhale for a count of 4, and then hold that breath on the exhale. Look at the candle and try not to blink. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Hold. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Hold. Look at the candle. Try not to blink. Inhale. Hold. Close your eyes. Gently lay down. Come to a comfortable position. Your final savasana. Keep your eyes closed. Notice what you see in your mind's eye. The impressions that light that still lingers. As much as we the light, we also dark. If you're familiar with shadow work, this is an important part of self. And so holding on to the light and understanding that we're full of light at all times. Take a moment to also acknowledge the darkness and honor that darkness. Identify something inside of you that work, something perhaps you struggle with, something that you can continue to work on. Acknowledging that darkness and accepting it as so important, because there would be no darkness without the light. Know then that you have both, and both are inhale. And exhale. Come back. Hold on to that intention. Tomorrow, through the week, through the month, through the year, as long as you need to. With your next inhale, your arms above you. Inhale, stretch out. And exhale, roll onto your side body and come to a comfortable seated position, keeping your eyes lowered or closed. We'll close our practice the way we started with 3 breaths. Inhale, reach your arms to the sky, fill up. Exhale, hands to prayer and heart center. Inhale, fill up, reach up to the sky. Exhale, hands to prayer and heart center. Inhale, reach up, fill up, way up. And exhale, hands to prayer and heart center. Take a moment to find gratitude. Gratitude for the people around you. Gratitude for your community. Gratitude for the world around you, for nature, the sun, the stars, the sky, the light, the dark. And gratitude for yourself. Thank yourself for doing something good for your body. Hold on to that light. Honor the darkness. Thank you so much for joining me for this special winter solstice yoga. The light inside of me sees, honors, and loves the light inside of you. Thank you.